Hello, good morning, Andy. Hey, good morning, everyone. So I'm just going to share my screen. Uh, Before I start, if you have any doubts while practicing, you can ask me like any topic with respect to whatever the sessions we have taken till now, right? So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Any doubts? I know, like when you're posting the stock, right? Like there will be, as I told you before, actually there will be integration. There should be some integration between SD, and FI. So they will be getting some integration issues. Okay, if you face those issues, you can call back or you can message me. I can guide you through. Okay, or most of the error messages are like standard messages. Okay, so you can search it in Google, you get the solution in that also. Still, if you are not able to find the solution, you can call me, right? Fine then. So I'm just going to start if you don't have any doubts. Okay, so just to recap whatever we have discussed till now. So we have our own enterprise structure now. We have our own enterprise structure. So we have created our own company code. Okay. Then we have our sales organization, distribution channel, then division, sales area, plant. Okay. So then we have shipping point and store locations, everything we have. We are set up with our company, right? So now, so after that, we have discussed about the master data. So because master data is very important. So while getting the master data, right, like we have discussed about the how to create the customers, how to create the materials. Okay, so then uh, how to maintain the stock for that material. Okay, yeah, sure, and sure, there. So yeah. So then we have discussed about the customer master data. We have discussed about the material master data. We came to know how to pose the stock, how to view the stock. Then we discuss about the condition records. That is like how to maintain the price for the materials and how to maintain the discounts. Different kinds of discount we have discussed, like material discount, customer material discount, right? So there are different kinds of discounts. Like we'll be discussing, we'll be understanding more discounts and more condition types in future. As of now, like we discussed only price and the three discounts. Okay, so one is material discount, customer discount, and customer material discount, right? So any one of you remember that, like what is material discount, what is customer material discount, and what is customer discount? Any idea? Like so last time we have discussed, right? Last session. K004 is material discount. What does that mean? What is material discount?
Only for the particular material.
Irrespective of the customers, right? Very good.
Yes.
So then K005, so which is customer, like we have customer discount and customer material discount, right? So what do you mean by customer discount?
Irrespective of the material, the customer will give the discount.
Exactly. So that means only for that customer. So whatever the material he'll buy, so for those materials he'll be getting the discount. So it's a customer specific discount. So then customer material discount is if the customer only for that customer, if you buy only specific material, he'll be getting the discount. Okay, so these are the three kind of discounts we discussed, but like in future we'll be having like different kinds of discounts also. Okay, just remember these three as of now. Okay, now we have customers, we have materials, we have then we have price and discounts, everything. Now we are ready to start the OTC process, order to cash cycle. That is like sales cycle. We are going to start now. Okay, sales cycle. Okay, so here we are going to start with the transactions. Different kinds of transactions we are going to create now. So master data is completed. Now we are going to run entire cycle, sales cycle. Okay, which starts with the inquiry. Okay, sales cycle will start with the inquiry, right? Inquiry. So the sales document type which I use for the inquiry in SAP is IN. That means whenever I want to create the inquiry, if I enter IN, then only system will understand that it is an inquiry. Okay, so this is the first step. If you want to buy, like I want to buy a flat, I want to buy an apartment. So what I'll do is, okay, so once again. So if I want to buy an apartment, what I'll do is I'll call to different different construction companies, right? So I'll call to 10 construction companies. So the construction companies, what they'll do is they'll they'll record your details. What is your name? What is your phone number? What is your mail ID? Okay, what is your budget? What is your occupation? So that means all the inquiry details they'll document it, right? So inquiry is one type of document. Okay, so they'll document all the details, all your details, all inquiry, what type of product you're inquiring about, what is the price. So everything like they'll document it. So those document will be called as a inquiry. Okay, once the inquiry is done, I have inquired almost like 10 companies, but I'll get the quotation like from 3 companies. I'll get the quotation. Next step is quotation. So the sales document type which I use for the so quotation is QT. First we'll have the inquiry in sales process, and then quotation. Okay, we'll request the quotation from the companies, right? So I'll inquire about the 10 companies. Okay, so but I'll get the quotation from 3 companies. I shortlisted 3 companies. I'll be requesting for the quotation from the 3 companies. Okay, so once we get the quotation is it's agreement. It's a legal document. So which contains the price and a validity period. Quotation is it will be containing validity period, because so we'll have the price of the material. What is the price of the material, and when you are going to deliver this material, and validity, this is December. So December month I have got an offer that the worth of this particular material is $50,000, right? So this is applicable only till 31st of March, 31st of December. I'll come in March and I'll ask for this material again. This material will not be valid because this quotation is validity is got over, right? So quotation will contain the validity periods. That is the main thing, because it's a legal document. Okay, so it should have some legal validity periods, right? So first we'll create the inquiry. So as a company perspective, so we'll create the inquiry with respect to or with reference to inquiry. I'll be creating the quotation. Okay, quotation contains the validity period and the price of the material and what is the terms and condition. Okay, so then we'll have the validity like delivery dates also when you're going to deliver this material. So I'm going to create the quotation with reference to inquiry. Once quotation is done, so customer, what he will do is he'll compare all the quotations whatever he has received. Then he'll choose one material to go further. That means he wanted to buy only one material among these 3 or 4 quotations whatever he has received, right? So next step is, so companies will create the order. The sales document type which you use for order is OR. So I'm creating the inquiry, then I'm creating the quotation with reference to inquiry, then I'm going to create order with reference to quotation, right? So then order is placed, then next step is delivery. So it will be called as outbound delivery. So because it is a sales process, right? In sales process, always it will be outbound delivery. That means the delivery, the stock is going out of the company. So that is the reason it will be called as outbound delivery. So we'll be receiving the stock inside the company. That is called as inbound delivery when you're procuring the material from outside, or when you're procuring the material from external vendors. So those deliveries will be called as inbound deliveries, because company is going to receive the materials. We are purchasing something. I'm purchasing stationery from my company. That means, so we need to create the inbound delivery in SAP. But here in our case, in sales and distribution, okay, so in the sales cycle, we'll be creating the outbound delivery only. Okay, so delivery contains picking. Okay, it's a part of delivery only. It contains the picking, packing, and post goods issue. Which is very, very important. So post goods issue. Okay, I'll write it here. Post goods issue. So as part of delivery, okay, we are creating the delivery document. Okay, we'll be doing the picking, packing, and post goods issue. Until unless post goods issue is completed, the delivery process will not be completed. Okay, so the moment once you click on the goods issue, post goods issue, then only stock will be out of the company. Until unless we don't do the post goods issue, stock will not be stock will be inside the company only. So once we click on the post goods issue, then only stock movement will happen. Okay, so delivery. So the delivery document type which you use for deliveries, document type which you use for the deliveries is LF. So why I'm writing these things is, I'll tell you there is a reason. Okay, because each and every transaction in SAP will be saved as a document. Okay, so inquiry, quotation, order. So these are all document. These three will be called as a sales documents. Okay, these three will be called as a, we put it separate color. So these three will be called as a sales document, because each and every transaction, okay, each and every transaction in SAP will be called as will be saved as a document. Inquiry is one document, quotation is one document, and order also one document. So these three all together will be called as a sales document. The sales document type which I use for inquiry is IN. The sales document type which I use for the quotation is QT. The sales document type which I use for order is OR. Right? So, and if you want to be more specific, inquiry and quotation, these two will be called as a pre-sales documents. Pre-sales documents. Pre-sales documents. Okay, we have pre-sales documents. So altogether we will be calling it as a sales documents. And delivery will be saved as a delivery document. We'll call it a delivery document. As I said, each and every transaction in SAP will be saved as a document. So these are all called as a sales documents, and this one is a delivery document. The delivery document type which you use in SAP is LF. Once delivery process is completed, okay, so picking, packing, and PJ is part of delivery. It's not a separate document. It's a part of delivery only. So once the delivery process is completed, then we'll create the billing and invoicing, right? So we'll create the billing. Billing also will be saved as a one type of document. It is also saved as a document only. So it will be called as a billing document. Billing document. Billing document type. The document type which you use for the billing is F2. F2. So I'm going to create the billing document with reference to delivery. So that is the reason it will be called as a delivery related billing. It is a delivery related billing. That means whenever I'm creating the billing document with reference to delivery, it will be called as a, okay, it will be called as a delivery related billing. Okay, there are some scenarios, okay, where we'll take the order as a reference to create the billing document. So in that case, what type of billing it is? Any guesses? When I'm taking the delivery as a reference to create the billing document, we'll be calling it as a delivery related billing, right? When I'm taking the order as a reference to create the billing document, so then what will be the billing document? What type of billing document it is?
Order related billing.
Exactly. Exactly. 100%. So there are some scenarios we'll be discussing. So where we'll be taking the order as a reference to create the billing document. So those documents will be called as a order related billing. In this case, in this straightforward scenario, it's a happy path. I'm creating the inquiry. I'm creating the quotation with reference to inquiry. I'm creating the order with reference to quotation. I'm creating the delivery with reference to order. Then I'm creating the billing document with reference to delivery. Okay, so then it will be called as a order related billing. So these are happy path, like say sales cycle, which starts from inquiry to billing. Okay, so these three will be called as a sales document, and delivery will be saved as a delivery document. Billing will be saved as a billing document. The sales document type.
Sudhakar, I have a question. So delivery is more like a shipping?
Yeah, so shipping is part of delivery.
Oh, so picking, packaging, and okay, so that is like, so is that like the, when you are saying delivery billing, is it like it just comprises of like the shipping costs and all of that?
Yes, obviously, like so when you, if you want to capture all shipping costs and everything, so we can do that in billing document itself. Like it will be calculated here in the shipment document. Then we'll be adding those things in the invoice.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so but shipment cost calculation and all, again that is a different process. So here we'll be calculating simple shipment, like freight charges will be calculating, but shipment cost calculation and all, that is different module again. So that will be called as a logistics execution. Okay, so we'll have that integration session later, but so we'll be doing very simple calculation. Freight charges will be doing here in order level only, but shipment process, that is a different again. Okay, we have like very big module for that also. Logistic execution we have, right? Yeah. So here this is a happy path. Like we are getting the inquiry, then we'll be creating the quotation with reference to inquiry, then we'll be getting the order with reference to quotation, then we'll be creating the delivery with reference to order, So as part of delivery, we'll be doing the picking, packing, and PGA, that is post goods issue. Then we'll create the billing document with reference to delivery. Okay, the sales document type which you use for the inquiry is IN. The sales document type for the quotation is QT. The sales document type which you use for order is OR. The delivery document type which you use for the delivery is LF. The billing document type which you use for the billing is F2. Okay, so F2 means it is a delivery related billing.
So, Sudhakar, like I'm still trying to understand the order of the flow, right? Like, so what is, so billing, like, isn't that the invoice like that you raise?
Yeah, kind of invoice only. So the moment once you save the billing, invoice will be issued to the customers through mail or any other mediums.
Okay, so that, should that happen? I mean, like, won't that happen before the delivery document?
So it depends on it. So these are like, these are one scenario I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so normally, yeah, so once the deliveries happen, like, so billing will be created normally. There are other scenarios where we will be creating the billing document with reference to order. So that is the reason I was telling, right? So before creating the delivery, right? So we'll be creating the order reference billing. So that's what, like, so we need to discuss that scenario later.
So you're saying like most of the scenarios happen like getting the billing document done after the delivery?
Yeah, so in big companies, right? If you take any manufacturing companies and all, like, so though we are paying before, right? We'll be paying some advance. Okay, once we pay the advance, they'll create the delivery document. That means, see, here delivery contains the picking and packing and PCA, right? So the moment once they create the delivery, then we'll be creating the billing document, right? Before delivery itself. Like once we do the PCA, then only the delivery process will be completed.
Okay.
Right. So the moment once we clear the delivery, then payment will happen. So payment may happen this stage or this stage also. So, but I need to issue the billing document once I receive everything done.
Okay. So this delivery is like mainly to the where, I mean, like to whom are we delivering?
Delivery will happen to the customers, right?
And in your case, the customers are not individual customers.
It can be individual. It can be like, business to business, B2B customers also.
Okay.
Any cases, right? Like, so I'm buying a phone. I'm placing the order for iPhone in iOS, like, order Apple online system, right? Online store. So what I'll do is I'll place the order. Okay, so immediately they'll create the order. I'll pay the cash immediately. That is like, prepaid orders. So that is cash sales. That will be discussing, like, that is different scenario again. The moment once you place the order, so we'll pay the cash, then they'll give the delivery date. So on that particular date, so they'll create the delivery and picking, packing, PCA is done. Then billing invoice, complete invoice will be issued, and after the delivery.
Okay.
You'll receive the invoice copy after the delivery. Here we'll get the only acknowledgement. So saying that, like, this is a order we have received, this is a payment we have received, this is acknowledgement. Okay, so yeah, so billing will be generated after the delivery in this case.
Sudhakar, I have a question.
Yeah.
So there is a drop shipping orders, right?
Yeah.
Drop shipping orders, like there is a purchasing order also involved with, because
yeah, so that is called as a third party sales scenario only. So like where, so I like, I'm placing the order something in Amazon. Okay, so Amazon will not manufacture the material, right? So what they'll do is they'll raise the purchase order to the vendors.
Right.
Vendor deliver the goods to the customer. I'll be paying to the Amazon. Amazon will pay to the vendor.
Yeah, it should be like both, both purchasing as well as sales. Both
sales, exactly. So that is the reason I'm telling you it's a happy path. Like, it's a very simple process I'm discussing initially. So we'll discuss different scenarios one by one, like how cash sales will work and how drop shipment will work and how stock transfer will happen. So we'll discuss one by one those scenarios.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So any confusions, any? So here, like, you're talking about the delivery process, right? Do you have any confusions here?
No, I'm good.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. So now what I'll do is we'll create an inquiry. We'll create an inquiry in SAP. With reference to inquiry, we'll create the quotation, we'll create the order, we'll create the delivery, we'll do the picking, packing, and PCA. Then we'll do the billing. Okay, we'll complete, like, complete scenario we'll execute it in SAP also. Okay, so let me go to SAP now. So we are in easy access screen. So as I said before, all the transactions in master data will be created from easy access screen, right? Master data and all the transaction data. So here we are in easy access screen. Okay, I'm going to logistics. I think system. Yeah. So I'm in easy access screen. I'll go to logistics. I'll so sales and distribution. Here we have a sales. First, I'm going to create the inquiry. Create. So now I'm in inquiry creation screen. Okay. The transaction code which we use for creation of inquiry is VA11. VA11 for creation of the inquiry, VA12 for change, and VA13 for display. Okay. So instead of following this path always, we'll go to VA11 for creation, VA12 for change, and VA13 for display. Right. Why it is slow today? Any doubts? Any clapping before it opens? Like it's taking time. Yeah. So now we are in inquiry creation screen. The sales document type which you use for the inquiry is, what is the sales document type which you use for inquiry? That is inquiry type. So what is that? The sales document type for the inquiry is
IN.
IN, right? So I'm going to use the IN as a sales document. The moment once I enter IN, then system understand that okay, it is an inquiry. Okay, enter your sales area. That's TG01, my sales organization. Then enter my distribution channel and division. So enter the sales area. Sales office and sales group, both are not mandatory. If you have it, you can enter. Otherwise, just leave it blank. As I told you before, sales office and sales group will be used only for the reporting purpose. Okay, so I don't have sales office and sales group. I'm not going to enter that. But distribution channel is T1. Okay, so then I'm going to enter the division. Okay, so sales organization, distribution channel, division, these three combination will be called as a sales area, right? So I'm just entering the inquiry type IN, sales organization is TG01, distribution channel is T1, and division is T1. I'm entering these three, then I'm going to create the inquiry. Okay. And as I said, sales service and sales group will be blank. So if we have it, you can enter. So these two will be used only for the transactional purpose, reporting purpose. So because of this, my transaction is not going to affect. If you enter, if you're not entering, doesn't matter. So it's compelling because first time I'm creating inquiry in the server, right? So it is compelling document. Okay, now I got the inquiry. Okay, so enter the customer number. So the customer number which I created, right? That need to be entered here as a sold to party. Okay, so I forgot the customer number. So let me search here. Okay, I'm just searching for my customer. I'm just searching for my customer number. I forgot the customer number actually. So this is a customer which I created. So these two customers we have created, I think. So I'm just entering the customer number. So my sold to party, shift to party, bill to party, everyone is same. So I'm just entering the sold to party. Enter the PO number, purchase order number. Okay, so purchase order number is like you can enter. It's a free text. You can enter like anything. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it's a free text. You can enter anything. Enter the PO date as a today's date. Purchase order date. This is a purchase order number from the customer side. Okay. I'm just entering the PO date. So I'm just entering today's date. enter the material. So Safari is my material which I have created in last session. That means customer, this customer 301813 customer is inquiring about Safari for 5 quantity or 1 quantity, whatever. Okay, so 1 quantity. I'm just pressing enter. So system is trying to fetch all the details from the master data, customer details and material details. System is validating all the details with respect to materials and sold to party customers. So this compelling will happen only when we are getting the first time. So next time onwards, it will not get. It will not take that much of time. Yeah. So now if you see here, so there are some objectives. I don't know, like net value is coming 50,000 minus. Okay, it should not come in minus, right? Let us check like what is happening. So first observation is like just check. So the moment once I enter the sold to party, so shift to party also coming automatically because the customer which I created, he himself is a sold to party, he himself is a shift to party, bill to party and pay. He is all together, right? So all the details are coming automatically. So price is getting calculated automatically, and we have material Safari and we have like order, we have entered order. And other observations, what we need to do is just double click on the material. So go to conditions tab. Here you can see all the pricing and discount details. So price is not coming actually. So I don't know why it is not. The price coming is blank, right? So discounts are coming correctly, but I don't know. Like if you see price is coming 0. So why it is not coming? Let us check the condition records. I'll go to VK12. So last time we have created the condition records, right? For PR00 condition type. Okay, if I go, we have selected the material with release status. Okay, so Safari, we have maintained the price, but maybe we missed it to save it. I'm just checking if the condition records are created for this material or not. Okay, we have created it, but I don't know why it is not coming. Scales. Okay, so let us check. If I go to analysis, usually should come. Is getting satisfied. Safari is taking 0 price. Let us maybe because of scales it is not taking. Let me check. The scales might have entered wrong. Let me enter 10 quantity. So we maintain the scales for 10 quantity minimum. Yeah, so because of that scales we have maintained, right? So minimum 10 quantity we need to place that. So that is the reason, like the price is not coming because that condition is not getting satisfied. So I placed the order for 10 quantity. So we are getting like so price. And so whatever the discounts you have maintained, right? K005, K007, and K004. Okay, all the discounts are coming here. And so we have, so we don't have any cash discount. We have cost. What is the difference between cost and price? Any idea?
Cost is material cost with which you have got it, and then you add your profit and then say that is the price for the material.
Exactly. So VPR is a cost condition type which is coming automatically. I did not maintain anywhere. So the cost of the material is 5,50,000 rupees. So that is a manufacturing cost. Okay, that is a production cost, or it is a purchasing cost. Okay, so for this we will be adding profit margin and other things. Then we'll be getting as a sales price. But now the question is, from where this 5,50,000 is coming? Right, we have maintained the condition records only for price and discounts, right? I did not maintain the condition records for the cost. So from where it is coming? We have discussed this.
I think it is comes from the material master.
Exactly, 100%. Very good, excellent. So this price of this cost is coming from material master data. If you remember, in the material master data, in accounting one tab, okay, let me show you that. Okay, so if I go to I'll go material master data from here itself. Okay, if I go to material master, this is the material master data, right? If I go to accounting one tab, so we have maintained the cost of the material, 5,50,000 rupees. Right, so this is treated as a cost. So because of this condition type VPRS, the cost is getting determined automatically, and it will be used. Why we use this cost? It will be used to calculate the profit margin. If you see here, next one is profit margin is coming. Right, so because like a total sales price, total sales price minus cost is equal, this is a profit margin which is coming here. Right, so if you see here, like whatever the master data we have maintained, everything is getting fetched automatically. I did not enter these condition types manually. So because of the customer master data, because of the material master data, because of the condition records, all these condition types are coming automatically. Right, yes, any question?
Material master మీరు ఇచ్చారా సార్ అదే కాస్ట్ అనేది లేకపోతే ఆటోమేటిక్
సో వీ హావ్ టు ఎంటర్ అండి. సో మనం ఏకుంటే ఎలా వస్తుంది, ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది కంపెనీ అంటే సిస్టమ్ కి ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది కాస్ట్ 5,50,000 అని? సో మనం మెటీరియల్ మాస్టర్ డేటా క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు వీ హావ్ ఎంటర్ ది ప్రొడక్షన్ కాస్ట్. సో ప్రైస్ స్టాండర్డ్ ప్రైస్ యాజ్ 5,50,000 రూపీస్, రైట్? మనం మెటీరియల్ క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు సో వీ హావ్ ఎంటర్ దట్ ప్రైస్, కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది మెటీరియల్. లేదంటే సిస్టమ్ కి ఎలా తెలుస్తుందండి? సో వీ హావ్ టు ఎంటర్ ఇట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్, రైట్? సో హౌ ది సిస్టమ్ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్రొడక్షన్, right? Cost of the particular material system will not know, right? So until unless someone enters that.
Oh.
Yeah, fine. So all these, like, everything is coming from master data. So whatever the master data we have maintained, everything is coming from master data, right? This is the first observation we have to do. So price is coming correctly or not? All the discounts are, like, whatever we have entered coming correctly or not? And cost is coming correctly or not? So everything you have to observe here. Okay, so but another question is, we have 3 discounts here. Okay, so but if you see here, 2 are in yellow, only one is green. That means only this discount is applicable, remaining 2 are not applicable. So remaining 2 are deactivated because it is in yellow color. Why? In any cases, there is a business reason for that. If you see the value here, so these are 2 lakhs, these are 10 lakhs, this is 5 lakhs. So only this discount is active. Remaining 2 are not active. Why? What is the reason?
Maybe the sales period for that product is past. That's why it is not active.
No, that is not the because of sales period. No.
I mean the discounted price period, like holiday period where you offer the discount.
So we have entered all the dates are same. So everything is applicable. All in validity. One second. Sorry, I got an call. Okay, so because if you see here, like last time someone asked me question, same question. So these 3 discounts, I mean, it is not good to apply all the discounts to the single customer. So if we compare these 3, so best of these 3 is K007. So 10 lakh rupees we are giving discounts to them. Best of 3. Instead of giving all the, if we give all the discounts, he is eligible for almost 17 lakhs. Instead of applying all the discounts, even it's a like business case also the same way, right? So one customer should not get benefited with all the discounts. Though he is eligible, so I'll give best of these 3. Right? So same way here also we are giving best of 3. We can configure like best of 3 or like least favorable or like most favorable discounts also you can apply. So not an issue at all. Okay, so but in this case, like that we'll discuss later how to configure this, but just try to understand here we have 3 discounts are applicable, but only one discount is active here because this is the discount which is best of 3. Few companies they'll not give best of 3, they'll give like least favorable. That means they want to give only 2 lakhs. So for that we need to do some configurations. That configuration is how to configure this, that we'll be discussing later. But just observe this, like as of now, so these 3 discounts are applicable, but only most favorable discount is applicable for the customer. So remaining 2 are getting deactivated here, right? So this is about the price. Okay, any questions here? Fine. So now next observation which I'm going to show you is shipping. Okay, so here if you see here plant, my plant is coming automatically. From where this plant is coming? From where this plant is coming? I did not enter it manually. So all the details in the transaction in this case, any sales document, it can be inquiry, it can be quotation, it can be order, any transaction, it will be coming from master data. So now tell me from where this plant is coming. So I entered only customer and material, right? And quantity. So from where this plant is coming automatically?
From material.
So yeah, we have plant and material master, that is good. But we have material and plant also, sorry, we have plant and customer master data also. Right? Whether it's taking from customer or material. Okay, now we need to understand that one. So that is good answer, Andy, but so we need to understand some logic here behind that. Okay, so now the topic, okay, so which you're discussing here is plant determination, which will be called as a plant determination. Plant determination. Okay, so plant determination, that means how plant is coming automatically into the sales document. There is a search criteria. The plant determination, from the plant determination SAP, there is a search criteria. System will search for the plant first in customer material information record. Customer material information record. That to discuss, it's a part of master data, right? So we'll be discussing about that, like after this customer material information record. Okay, the first criteria to search for the plant, the program, the plant determination program will search for the plant in customer material information record. If it is existing here, then it will be copied from, sorry, it will be copied into the sales document directly. Okay, so if you have maintained the plant in customer material information record, directly it will be getting into sales document. It can be inquiry, it can be quotation, it can be order, it can be any sales document. Okay, if it is no, that means we don't have plant, we did not maintain the plant in, if we did not maintain the plant in customer material information record, then system will go and search the plant in customer master data. Customer master data. Okay, so first system will check for the plant in customer material information record. So we don't have the customer material information record in as of now, right? We did not created customer material information. Okay, so then system will search for the customer master data. If you maintain the plant in customer master data, then it will be copied into the sales document. Okay, if it is not existing in the customer master data, so then let's say plant is blank in customer master data, then system will search for the plant in material master data. Okay, so system will search for the plant in material master data. That means material master data is the last priority. Okay, first priority is customer material information record. The second priority is customer master data. So if it is existing here, then it will be copied into the sales order or sales document. When I say sales document, it can be inquiry, it can be quotation, it can be order. Because these three will be called as a sales documents only, right? So if it is existing customer master data, it will be copied into the sales document. Okay, if it is not existing in customer master data, then system will go for material master data. So plant will be copied from material master data, right? So then, so let's say if we don't have plant in material master data also, then enter manually. We have to enter it manually.
So when we say customer material information, that if it's a new customer, like you won't have that one, right?
No, so we can maintain it. So, but that is a separate topic I want to discuss after inquiry. I'll tell you,
Okay,
like, yeah. So I'll tell you, it's a kind of master data only. It's very, very simple. I'll tell you, like, so as of now, we did not maintain the customer material information record. So obviously system will copy the plant from
customer master
data. Exactly. So in our example, the inquiry which I'm creating now, from where this plant is coming now. So from where this plant is coming now?
Customer master data.
Exactly. So where do you maintain the plant in customer master data? So there are different tabs are available, right? Let me show you the customer master data. So I'll go to customer master directly from here. So go to sales area data. Under shipping tab, we have plant maintained here, right? So plant will be copying from customer master data. Under sales area data, under shipping data, we are getting the delivery plan. So from here, the plant is getting copied into the sales document. Clear? So if someone will ask you, like, how the plant will be determined. So the answer should be the plant will be determined. The first preference will be customer material information record. If not existing, then plant will be considered from customer master data, under sales data, under shipping tab, right? If it is maintained there, then it will be copied. Otherwise, it will be copied from material master data. So where do you maintain the plant in material master data? Any idea? So I think we have discussed this also, right? Where do you maintain the plant in material master data? Under which tab? If you go to sales organization 1, right? Under sales organization 1, we have plant maintained here, right? So it will be copied from sales organization 1 if you want to copy it from material master data. Okay, so it will be under shipping tab. It is sales organization 1, right? If you don't have plant any of these places, then you have to enter it manually. So this is how plant determination is. This is how plant will be determined into the sales document automatically. It's very, very important. So the search criteria is system will search for the plant in customer material information record. If it finds it, if it is found in customer material information record, then it will come out of the loop. So plant will be copied into sales document. It will not search in the customer master or material master. Okay, if you maintain customer master data, okay, so the system will check for customer material, then it will go for customer master, then it will be copied into the sales document. It will not go for material master data. But if it not maintain any of these two places, okay, then it will be copied from material master data. Okay, if we did not maintain any of these three places, then we have to enter it manually in the sales document. Right? This is how plant will be determined. So whenever I use the word determined, right? So that is very, very important. There are so many determinations will happen. Not only plant. So there will be price determination, shipping point determination, store location determination, credit management, partner determination. So there are so many places where we use this word. But whenever I use this word, that is very, very important. So definitely, if you are going for interview, they'll ask you this question, how the plant will be determined in the sales document. You have to tell this answer. Okay. So now I'm just going to the same tab. So under shipping tab, we understood how the plant is coming. So next one is shipping point. What is our shipping point? What is our shipping point? Shipping point also we have maintained as TG01, right? But 1000 is coming automatically. That means shipping point is determining automatically, but my shipping point is not 1000, which is wrong. Shipping point is getting determined here. Why? Different shipping point is coming. So first of all, we need to understand what is shipping point determination. How the shipping point will be determined automatically in the sales document. The same way how the plant is getting determined, there will be a separate determination procedure for shipping point also. Now that we need to understand. So here we'll be discussing about the shipping point determination. Shipping point determination. Shipping point will be determined based on the combination of shipping conditions from from customer master data plus loading group from material master data. If you remember, like, I have discussed this, like, shipping conditions in while creating the customer master data, loading group when we are creating the material master data, plus delivering plan. Based on these three combinations, shipping point will be maintained. Okay, so whenever system finds these three combinations with the shipping point determination, then only the shipping point will be coming here. So what is the shipping conditions we have maintained the customer master data? What is the shipping condition? You remember, if I go to shipping customer master data, under sales data, under shipping tab, we have maintained the shipping conditions as 0, 1. If you remember, like, we have discussed about this. Okay, so 0, 1 plus loading group from material master data. I'll go to the material master data. Okay, if I go to sales general plan, we have a loading group here. So loading group which I maintained here is 001, 0001 plus 0001, right? Plus delivering plan. My plan is TG01. With this combination, we should have the shipping point as TG01. Then only my shipping point TG01 will be coming automatically into the sales document. But here, what we are getting here is, if I go to shipping tab, double click on the material, go to shipping, we are getting 1000. We need to check why 1000 is coming. I should get TG01, right? So for that, we need to do configuration. Shipping point determination we need to maintain, right? So I'll go to SPRO, IMG. If I go to logistic execution, under shipping, under deliveries, sorry, under basic functions, I think, yeah. So under basic shipping functions, under shipping point determination, like, so we have shipping point and goods shipping point determination, right? Just go here. Here you can see assign shipping points. So you need to get inside this. So let me show you path once again. We are in IMG, SPRO, under logistic execution, shipping, basic shipping functions, shipping point and goods shipping point determination, assign shipping points. Here, search for your combination. My shipping conditions is 01, loading group which is coming from material master data 001, and my plant is TG01. You see here, my proposed shipping point here is 1000. By default, 1000 is coming because we copied the plant at 1000, right? So whatever the associated 1000 shipping point is copied here. So 1000 is copied here. Okay, so now we need to remove this 1000, enter the correct shipping point, TG01. Right, very first time we have to do this, like, every time not required to do. So this is a configuration setting, right? So why I was saying, like, why 1000 is coming? Because of this wrong combination we are getting. Okay, so now I changed it and I'll save it. I will save it. Let me create the inquiry again. I'll just go back to V11. So saving. So I'm just entering all the details again. Enter the material, Safari. Enter the quantity as 1 or 10. So I'll enter 10. So we have maintained the scales, right? 10. So if I go to shipping tab, so now I'm getting the shipping point as TG01. So this is how shipping point is getting determined. If someone will ask you how the shipping point is getting determined, shipping point is getting determined based on the combination of shipping conditions, which is coming from customer master data, loading group, which is coming from material master data, plus delivering plant, which is coming from sales document. With these three combinations, shipping point will be determined, right? So now we understood how the shipping point is determined here. We understood plan determination and shipping point determination. Okay, just remember these two things again. Okay, we'll have discussion about these two again tomorrow. Okay, so how the plan is getting determined and shipping point is determined. It's a very important. Okay, it's very important. Just try to remember these combinations. Okay, so till end of the course, so we'll be discussing about the plan determination. We'll be looking into these things: plan determination, shipping point determination. Okay, if you are not able to answer these two questions, right? Like, so nobody will ask next question, like, so they'll not even consider you for the next next question also, right? So shipping point determination, plan determination, which is very important to understand here. Okay, so these are second and third observation. So first observation, what we did is we checked all the pricing related condition types are coming correctly or not. Then I got into shipping tab. So we understood about like how the plant is getting determined and how the shipping point is getting determined, right? These two we have seen here. Okay, now, so fourth observation, what we need to do is item category. Just see here, item category. So just try to remember this thing, item category. What is item category? Why AFN is coming automatically? That you'll understand in further classes. As of now, just remember the inquiry item category is AFN. Just try to remember blindly. Okay, so here the item category is AFN. AFN. Item category for, okay. So I'll insert one more. Okay, so we have AFN is the item category. Just remember, item category is AFN. Okay, this is the fourth observation we need to do. So first observation, we have seen pricing condition types. Then we have seen like in plan determination, and we have seen about the shipping point determination. And the other one is item category. AFN is coming automatically. So what is AFN? How it is coming? That will be discussing in further classes in sales document structures. And the last observation, what we need to do is go to schedule lines tab here. So if you see here, we can see, so the schedule line is nothing but a delivery dates and delivery quantity. So delivery date is like, 10, 12, today is the delivery date, and the confirmed quantity is 10. So today it is confirmed 10 quantity. Okay, and scheduling category, if you see here, scheduling category. So this is a very important thing, again need to remember 80. So what is scheduling category? How 80 is coming? So that I'll understand in further classes. But just now, or right now, just remember that item category is AFN and schedule line category, schedule line category is 80. Okay, we have item category is AFN and schedule line category is 80. Just remember this, it has very good functionality. And till end of the course, we'll be discussing about the item categories and schedule line categories. If you don't understand the functionality of the item categories and schedule line categories and sales document types, you'll not understand anything. So everything is depending on these three now. Okay, for inquiry, the sales document type is IN, and the item category is AFN, schedule line category is 80. Just remember these three. Okay, so now I'll go back to the inquiry creation. Okay, so everything is fine now. So I don't want to see anything. So we have seen whatever we require. So we have seen how the plant is getting determined, how the shipping point is determined, what is the item category, what is scheduling category, and we have checked all the condition types are coming correctly or not. Everything is fine for me. Right now, I want to save the inquiry. Before save, it is recommended to see incompletion log. So when I see the incompletion log, I'll find it out whether all the fields, mandatory fields are filled up or not. Or if you are missing any important fields, system will show you pop-up saying that this is a field which is mandatory, need to be entered. So I want to check that log now. Okay, so go to edit. There is a button here. There is an option here, incompletion log. If I click on incompletion log, system will check, okay, all the fields which are required, maintained or not. Yes, document is complete. That means my inquiry is good to go now. Right? So now I'll save this. I'll save the inquiry. Now I'm going to save the inquiry. It is getting saved. Now inquiry number has been generated. If you want to see the details of the inquiry, we'll go to change mode of inquiry VA12, right? So if you want to see any details, so whatever the details you have created, right? So everything will be there in the VA12. If you want to change the quantity, if you want to change any details also, you can change it because VA12 is the change mode of inquiry. The same way VA13 will be used for display purpose. Like we cannot edit the document, but we can see the views. We can see the document, right? So this is about the change mode of inquiry, okay, or display mode of inquiry. Okay, so now the next step is we have created the inquiry. The next step is quotation. I need to create the quotation. Quotation with reference to inquiry. So I'm going to create the quotation with reference to inquiry. Okay, so to create the quotation, I'll go back to the easy access screen. The same path, logistics, sales and distribution, sales. We have quotation. Then create. VA21 is a transaction code to create the VA21 is a transaction code to create the quotation. VA21, VA22 for change, and VA23 for display. So now I'm going to create the quotation with reference to inquiry. We can create the quotation directly also. Okay, so with standalone quotation also we can create, but here in this case I'm going to create the quotation with reference to inquiry, so that like the complete cycle will get over, right? So now what I'll do is I'll go to quotation, enter the quotation type. What is the sales document type for the quotation? The sales document type for the inquiry is IN. For quotation it is, what is the sales document type for the quotation?
QT.
QT, right? Very good. So enter QT. If you want to create standalone quotation, just press enter and get inside and create the quotation. But I want to create the quotation with reference to inquiry, right? So there is a button here. There is an option here to create the quotation with reference. So just select this. Here you can enter the inquiry number, whatever the inquiry number which I created in previous step, right? You can enter that inquiry number here. So I just copied there, okay, and paste it in here. Enter that quotation number, click and copy, so that like all the details will be copied from inquiry to quotation. So no need to be entered anything manually. So everything will be copied from inquiry to quotation. Just copy here, click on copy button. So everything will be copied from inquiry to quotation. There are some errors. I don't know why it is not copied. So visually material details and everything need to be copied. So I don't know why there is some copy control issues. Your error has been occurred. Okay, that should be fine. So for timing, I'll enter it manually. So enter it. Everything will be copied basically. So when you're practicing, I think it should come. So this time it is not copied, but normally it will copy. So I'm just entering it manually. Okay. So with all the details, so nothing to be entered manually. So all the details from inquiry will be copied into the quotation. Here the observations again. If you want to do the, if you want to see any data here, just double click on the material, go to conditions, all the pricing conditions, whatever we have in inquiry, everything will be copied here. If we go to shipping tab, we'll have the plan and shipping point also will be copied from there. If you're creating standalone quotation, so everything will be determined freshly here. But when you're taking the reference, then it will be copied from previous documents, right? So then another observation what we need to do here is item category. Item category for the inquiry is AFN. Same way, okay, the item category for the quotation is AGM. Now we'll check scheduling category also. Okay, if I go to scheduling category, it contains the delivery dates and delivery quantity, and the scheduling category is BN. Just remember this one. BN is my scheduling category. So we have like so item category is AGN and scheduling category is BN. Right? So now we'll just go back. As I said before, so quotation is a legal document. It should have validity periods. So valid from and valid to. So you need to enter like how many days this quotation is valid. Okay, I think if you check the incompletion log, I think system will display to end. Okay, it is not displaying, but we need to enter the valid from valid to. Okay, we can make a quotation valid from valid to as a mandatory entry. Okay, so let's say I'll make it as a valid from today, and I'll give valid till. So you can see here till January 10th, we have this validity. That means only 30 days this is valid. Okay, so then press enter. So before saving this quotation, go to incompletion log and check the incompletion log. My document is complete. That means nothing to be entered now. Okay, so everything, all the fields are maintained here. Then save the quotation. Now my quotation is getting saved. Right, quotation has been saved. So if you want to change the data, okay, so you can go to VA22. So this is my quotation. See here, like all the details you can see here, whatever the quotation we have entered, right? So everything you can see here. Right, if you get into VA22, we can change the details also. Okay, so we are in VA23. That means display mode we have. So that is the reason I'm not able to edit anything here. Right, so now quotation is done. Okay, so now what is the next transaction we need to create? We have created the inquiry, then we have a quotation. Then what is the next transaction we need to create? So we need to create the order, right? So now I'm going to create the order. So the same way. So I'll go to easy access screen, logistics, sales and distribution, sales, quotation, and order. So I'm going to create the order now. Click on create button. Okay, so now we are in order creation screen. So the transaction code which you use is VA01 for create, VA02 for change, and VA03 for display. So I'm creating the order. So this says transaction codes which you use here is VA01, VA02, and VA03. Right? So enter the sales document type OR. The sales document type which he uses for the order is OR. And we can create the order directly. Even standalone orders we can create without taking any reference. Okay, so only thing is we have to enter all the details manually here. It will be a fresh order. But in this case, I want to create the order with reference to quotation. So I'll just go back from here. Click on create with reference. Enter the quotation number here by selecting the quotation option. So here enter the quotation number which I have created in previous step. So the moment once I click on copy button, everything, all the details will be copied from quotation to order. So there are some errors occurring here. So normally all the details will be copied. So I don't know why material is not getting copied, and I'll check it out. So usually all the details will be copied from quotation to order when I take the reference. So enter this. Sorry, I'm just entering. Usually everything will be copied. Date occurs after the end of the factory calendar. Okay. I think there is some issue with the factory calendar. Okay, so I think we need to maintain the factory calendar. But so like let me tell you here. So we need to once we copy the quotation. Okay, so when you're creating the order with reference to quotation, then all the details will be copied into the order. Okay, so then we'll check all the observations again. We'll see whether quotation whether shipping point and plant is coming correctly or not, all the prices, because we are already taking it from material quotation, so all the details will be copied automatically. Okay, so let me try again. Without taking any reference, I'll try to create. is you need to maintain the factory calendar. Let's compare. See. Yes. Okay. So now the observation, what we need to do is just double click on the material. Okay, go to conditions. So everything is getting determined here, price, discounts, cost, everything. If you go to shipping tab, we have like plant and shipping point also appearing here. So no problem. So if I see here, this item category which I can see here is that TAN for the order. So sales item category is TAN for the sales order. Then so scheduling category will be, if I go to schedule lines tab, schedule line is nothing but a delivery dates and delivery quantity. So the scheduling category here is CP. Okay, so everything is fine here. Let me check the incompletion log. So before saving any document, any sales document, it is recommended to check the incompletion log. Okay, so it's not mandatory, but it is recommended. Go to edit and check the incompletion log. You will come to know if you are missing anything here. So my document is complete. Now I'm ready to save the order. So my order is getting saved now. Okay, so now order has been generated. If you want to see the order, go to change mode, VA02. So you can check the details. So it is processing, but if you go to display mode, you can find it out. You can see all the details here. Right, this is how we can create the order. Right, so now what is the next step in this sales cycle? We have created the inquiry, we have created the quotation, we have created the order. So what is the next step? So we need to create the, so what is the next step?
Delivery.
We need to create the deliveries, right? So now I'll just go back to the easy access screen. Logistics, sales and distribution, sales, sorry, not in sales, comes under shipping and transportation, logistics, sales and distribution, shipping and transportation, outbound delivery, create single document with reference to sales order. I'm going to create the delivery with reference to order. Okay, so then it is a, so VL01 and transaction code for the delivery, VL01N for creation, VL02N for change, and VL03N for display. Right, we are in VL01 and transaction code. Enter the shipping point. So what is the shipping point? TG01 my shipping point. Okay, so enter the order number. Okay, so from this order number which are created, right? So this order number. Okay, so then press enter. So now I'm going to create the delivery. Okay, so delivery dates today, Saturday and Sunday, right? Like, so as per the factory calendar, they'll not make the delivery. I'll give some future date here. Next week I can give like, so we can give like 14th or 15th something. give some future date. So dates are not confirmed date. Like you can give some future date if required. Yeah. Still, it is not confirmed. Let me check. If I go to VA0 to change mode of order, we'll see like when it is got confirmed. If I double click on the material, if I go to schedule lines, okay, stock is not confirmed. Stock is not confirmed yet because of the factory calendar. So there was an issue, we got it right. So because of the factory calendar, so that is not maintained properly. So that is the reason stock is not confirmed. Once the stock is confirmed, then only we'll be able to make the delivery. Right? How to confirm this stock? Though we have a stock, like if you want to check the stock, MMB is the transaction code where we can check the stock, right? So enter the material, plant and store location. If you want to check the stock, how much stock is available. So we have like we have 1,500 stock is available, but still system is not confirming my plant because so factory calendar is not maintained properly. So how to maintain the factory calendar and how to resolve that issue, that we'll see it in tomorrow's session. We'll complete the complete sales cycle by tomorrow's session. Okay, so we'll create the delivery. We'll see how the picking, packing, and PCA will happen. What is the importance of PCA? How the stock will get updated after completion of the delivery. Then we'll see the billing document. So how the invoice will be generated to the customers, that we'll see it in tomorrow's session. Once it is done, then we'll discuss about the customer material information record also. Okay, how to maintain the master data for customer material information record, right? That also we'll see in tomorrow's session. So once we complete this tomorrow session, right, then we'll see the configuration part, like how to define our own sales document structures, sales document types, and item categories and schedule categories. That will see it in tomorrow's session. After tomorrow's session. Okay. So any questions? So just try to look into how to create the inquiry, quotation, and orders, right? So whatever we have discussed today, like when you're coming tomorrow, it will be easy for you to understand. Right?
Sudhakar garu, one question. So
yeah, sure.
You have taken PO number. Is it random PO number?
So actually, here I entered some random number, but it will be coming from customers, right? Whenever customer, so let's say I'm a customer, I'm placing the order to the customer. I'm placing the order to some vendor. So I'm creating the order from my side, purchase order. That purchase order number will be a PO number in the sales order for the companies. So it will be coming from vendors, our customers. Right. So here, it is a open text, like you can enter anything, whatever you like. Here, test order, you can say. Basically, this number will be coming from customer system in projects, real-time projects, right? So this number will be coming from customer system.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
This is Om Prakash Naka. We have a taxation call with the CPA starting in 2 minutes, 2 o'clock. I want to make sure a lot of people are joining this call. Do not end the call.
Yes, Om Garu. I am on the call and
Okay,
Sudhakar Garu is also done with the session and for today.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful
Thanks,
job.
Sudhakar
What
garu.
is the session? Sudhakar, what is the session? SAP order system or
Sales and distribution.
sales and distribution? Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for giving the knowledge, enormous knowledge
Thank
to
you.
our community people.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
I don't know, only 10 people, sir. We need to have more people. I think, I don't know why the students and the families, this is a very useful session. I want to learn too.
Actually, in initial sessions, like we have almost more than 30 people, but I don't know, like what happened in between.
Thank you.
No, I think only serious aspirants will attend these. And also we have recordings and we have good clicks for the recordings also.
Maybe, yeah, because of that. People will be watching the recordings maybe.
Saturday kada ఏ ప్లాన్స్ ఉంటాయి హాలిడే ప్లాన్స్ మనం కరెక్ట్ గా వచ్చి ఈ టైంలో రండి అంటే ఎవరు వస్తారు సో అందుకని రికార్డింగ్ చూస్తున్నాం
Yeah, so ఎవరన్నా సీరియస్